Someone put it a long time ago that in Buffalo there are two seasons. Winter and pothole repair. And we're just about to enter into that second season now. It's been a long and interminable winter, hasn't it? And it's kind of confusing because Lent is starting very, very late, but because the winter has dragged on, it doesn't seem. It seems like we're still in the middle of winter, but we're just a couple of weeks away from spring. And with congratulations, all of you changed your clocks, I guess, or did some of you come for the 10 o'clock mass? So tonight, the sun is going to set at 7:15, so that's going to make it more confusing for a while till we enter into it. So what goes around comes around. And that's the same with the church year. Here we are beginning the season of Lent. Again, how many times have we celebrated it? And we're familiar with it, but we want to approach it intentionally this year. So the scriptures have helped us. Today's scriptures on this first Sunday help to focus us on what Lent means. So first we heard from Deuteronomy about God's graciousness to God's people Israel, how God rescued them and they are to give thanks. So the theme is confidence and gratitude. And then we hear St. Paul saying something similar to the Romans in the second reading. He said, no one who believes in God will be put to shame. In other words, God is always on our side. God is always with us. We are never alone. But it's a challenge to us, again, to live our faith with confidence. And then finally we went to the gospel, which Father Tom just proclaimed, and as Yogi Berra said, it's deja vu all over again. Because every first Sunday of Lent, we hear the same gospel, or the same story, taken from one of the three synoptic gospels. And this being the third year of the cycle, the C year, we hear it from Luke. And it's about the temptations that Jesus experiences in the desert. And they're the temptations to pleasure, to power, and to fame. And those temptations are 2,000 years old, and they're 2 minutes old. They continue to surround us in our world today. They continue to tempt us as they did tempt Jesus. So the question often is asked, what are you going to do for Lent? But that's the wrong question. It's what has God done for us. That's where our focus should be. Our readings are focusing us not on what we are called to do, but how we are to respond to all that God has done for us already. So we have the traditional practices of Lent, of fasting, of prayer, of almsgiving, and we're familiar with those, and we can move into those, but we decided as a parish team that we were going to try to focus the parish, to focus ourselves on a specific theme this Lent. And for that theme, we chose something from the very first reading of Ash Wednesday. The very first reading of the first day of Lent is taken from the book of Joel. And Joel says to the people and says to us, rend your hearts and not your garments. Rend your hearts, open your hearts up. Don't tear your garments off. It was a practice in Israel if you were frustrated or if you were angry. We know the high priest did this at the trial of Jesus. He tore his garments because he thought Jesus was blaspheming. Well, Joel says, don't tear your garments, tear open your heart. But rather than use the word tear open or rend, we chose the word change. Not because it's a weaker word, but because it's a more positive word. We're called to change our hearts. And to help us do that, we have this wonderful installation here by one of our parishioners, Gary Wolf. Gary, there he is. Come on, Gary, stand up. Let us know who did this. Thank you. Thank you. We had this here a few years ago, you may remember. But to help you understand this, to get into it, and to use it for your prayer for Lent, for changing your heart, we have a few pieces of paper there on the stool next to it. The first one is a half sheet of paper, and it talks about this theme, a change of heart, and where it comes from and how we hope to apply it and why. The second one is a little Valentine, looks like a Valentine heart, and we have more out there. I hope we have enough for everybody, if not, we'll be replenishing the supply as Lent goes on. On the one side of this heart, it has what are called the 7 deadly sins. Lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. On the other side of the heart, we have the opposing 7 heavenly virtues: chastity, temperance, charity, diligence, forgiveness, kindness, humility. And we're inviting you to take one of these and for the next few weeks to reflect upon which of these sins is the foundation of your sin. In the Sufi tradition, it tells us that we all have one major sin. We might choose to dabble in the others, but we keep coming back to the one that's the one that really has captured our heart. And that's what we want to try to find out. Which is the sin that is the base of our sinfulness, that is really the foundation of our being a sinner? And how can we change our lives from that sin to that virtue? So take one of those. And then the third, perhaps most important, is this little folder, in which Gary has given us a reflection on every one of these panels or every one of these pictures or icons. Each one is taken from a verse of the 53rd chapter of the prophet Isaiah. Now, the 53rd chapter of the prophet Isaiah contains what are called one of the 5 songs of the suffering servant. And I'm sure when you read this, you will recognize these verses. Now, don't take it home and read it all in one afternoon. That's not the point. The point is to take it home, to read it slowly, maybe to read one of the verses and one of the reflections, and then create your own reflection. Maybe one a day or a couple a week, and work your way through that and struggle with it. This should be a time of really coming to grips with yourself. You know, when people come to confession, I always tell them, you're not telling God any secrets. God knows everything. Huh? You're coming to confession to take ownership of your life and ownership of your sinfulness. And that's what we're doing in this process. We're taking ownership of our sinfulness so that we can change our hearts. So it's not a question of what we're doing for God, that we're giving up pizza or we're giving up that beer. You know, it's what God has already done for us. It's not like we're at the end of what we're going to get a merit badge. No, we are ready. The merit has been won for us through the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. And so it's a time to open ourselves to receive that merit and to grow in that grace. Just a final thought. The great first half of the 20th century, the great English theologian and scripture scholar, Ronald Knox, made this observation about the cross of Jesus Christ. He says it consists of 2 arms. The first is the vertical, when we move from our head to our heart. But it also represents a letter. It represents I. It represents the ego. It represents the self that we so often center ourselves on. It's the other being that is important. The horizontal being when we move from shoulder to shoulder, because it breaks or shatters the I. The I, and then this opens us, like it opens the arms of Jesus Christ on the cross, to receive the gift of God's love and to share that gift generously with our sisters and brothers. I, others. May this Lent be a time of grace for us. May it be a time in which we can have a change of heart.
Let us now stand and pray.
I don't want to switch roles. You just asked me to be Vanna.
I forgot to tell you, a very important part of this installation is that it's interactive. That's the way Gary designed it. So when you have discovered what is your primary sin, then you're invited. Here on the right is a heart, not a Valentine heart, but a heart that looks like a human heart, that was made by Carol Towson. And it had in it 7 darts. And on each of the darts is one of the sins. And you're supposed to take the dart and thrust it into the center panel. Now, you don't stand as close as Sister was standing. You stand down there. But you just show them the panel. Show them which best. Into that panel. When you discover that your sin, you thrust the dart in. It's a rather violent action, but the actions of some of the early prophets were also very gut-wrenching. So we want you to do it. You don't do it today because you haven't even thought about it. But in the process of life, this is going to be here till Good Friday. So Carol Townsend made the heart, and we invite you to participate that way. So thank you, Sister, very much. Thank you.